Your Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, fellow educators, firstly, thank you to His Excellency the President for so generously hosting this forum, and also thanks to the kind invitation of the President of ERF and the Organising Committee. For over 20 years, the Foundation for Science, Technology and Civilization, an NGO based in Manchester in the United Kingdom, has been involved in developing and delivering worldwide engagement with pre-Renaissance STEM subjects, focusing on the Silk Road and the Mediterranean Basin. We use the history of science, technology, maths and medicine, the STEM subjects, as a means of transforming educational dynamics and promoting inclusivity. And when it comes to inclusivity, disease beats us hand down. As recent news attests, disease is blind to culture, is blind to colour, class and creed. Furthermore, it doesn't even discriminate between species. Humans, animals and plants can all be struck by disease. And as a result, throughout the ages, people of all traditions have engaged in the fight against disease and have sought to promote human, veterinary and planetary health. Next slide, please. Slide 2. Merci. Shukran. Today we stand on the shoulders of giants, these giants whose wisdom came before us. 2,000 years plus on, doctors still promise to serve humanity using Hippocrates' own oath. Similarly, Galen, on the far left of the picture, helped publicize Hippocrates' theories and developed medicine in the Roman Empire and beyond. And king of them all is Ibn Sina, Avicenna, the great Persian polymath, who is recognized as the parent of modern medicine. And he is depicted in this etching wearing a crown, symbolic of his role as chief amongst medics. Slide 3, please. But Avicenna might not have achieved this preeminence had it not been for Sal Rabba al-Tabir, another Persian philosopher scientist of the 9th century, who, a century before Avicenna, working in the Abbasid court, completed what is known to be the first recognized medical encyclopedia. But where is inclusivity, you may ask? These are all old men with beards. Apologies to our senior colleagues, and especially our senior colleagues with beards. So where are the women? You might ask that. They were there, and we do know that there are records of women practicing medicine as practitioners and as surgeons in the period between 600 and 1600 in the present era. That's the period that is erroneously known as the Dark Ages. Next slide, please. And so at FSTC, we have recently focused on this area with the production of a book entitled 1001 Cures. And here we have the foreword by the famous cardiac surgeon, Dr. Samagdi Yaqub. And the title is meant to evoke the curiosity and captivation of the 1001 Tales of old. And the initiative came out of earlier work in science engagement. Work that saw a group of British school children successfully initiating an update of the national curriculum in the UK because they wanted to recognise the achievement of Al-Nafis, whose understanding of the circulatory system predated that of William Harvey by almost half a millennia. Credit where credit is due. Next slide, please. Slide 6. We attempt to engage with those outside and inside the classroom, both young and old. Here we see the launch of the book at Britain's National Academy of Sciences, the Royal Society in London a couple of years ago. And the leading author, Peter Porman, there signing the book and presenting it to the world. Next slide, please. We attempt to engage with those both inside and outside the classroom, both young and old, of all cultures, of all backgrounds, in Britain and beyond. And we believe in lifelong education that goes beyond the classroom. And we take our material to whoever will listen. And why do we need to do this? Because the world needs people involved in STEM subjects. We also need a diverse public that is literate in science, technology, engineering, math, and medicine, along with the opportunities and challenges it brings. Finally, friends, I simply could not resist this, and I want to share the following slide with you, because we're all part of the ERF family. Next slide, please. And here we have the moment on a rainy afternoon in London back in 2015 that ERF was born. And the occasion was a meeting between Sheikh Mansour and FSTC when we discussed his big idea for ERF and brainstormed for an afternoon on the future of global education and what we wanted education in the future to look like. And today we're all benefiting from the results of that meeting. And as they say, the rest is history. Thank you.